I like it already.
The Red Marley and its acclaimed new captain. You two have created quite a stir in the ranks of the Inquisition. Therefore, I invite the pair of you and your motley crew to my lair. I have insights into the workings of the Inquisition, which I'm sure you'll find useful. And should you come, I may even share some of them with you. You'll find a new marking on your map. I, Zagan, send my regards.
Zagan. Where have I heard that name before?
You might have heard of Zagan the Apostate.
Ah, the renegade Prognosticar who shot himself with the Black Pearl.
Correct.
Well, sounds interesting enough. Why don't we take a peek at this lair of his and see what he's all about?
I suppose if he holds half the knowledge he's promising, there might be value to a meeting. But let's stay on our guard. If his reputation holds up, he could be a dangerous foe.
Ha! Then he'll fit right in. Let's get there. I like these odds.
Set a course, Captain.
So, you've decided to consider my invitation. I welcome you to my humble abode. Mind you, this is but a temporary domicile, an abandoned mansion I discovered many years ago. I took a liking to it and modified the main architecture and surrounding islets to suit my purpose. Whatever plague or catastrophe that tainted this place left behind ample soul energy to create a few skeletal assistants. They are rather dim-witted, unfortunately, but with the appropriate oversight, they aid me in my scientific ventures. On the periphery, you may discover the fruits of my labor. Decades of study manifested in apparatus and substances various. And with your help, I will bring my pursuits to a most interesting conclusion. Now, Ronald, are you ready?
Ready.
Very well. There's just one more thing that seeks acknowledgement. I sense another pair of eyes on me. It seems the elusive Red Marley and her ragtag crew has heeded my call.
That's him? He really does look like a Prognosticar.
And you must be Afia Manicato. You have made quite a name for yourself.
And a flatterer as well, I see.
Zagan the Apostate! By order of the Holy Maiden, reveal yourself! We have you surrounded!
Did you invite your old playmates to this gathering as well?
No, they let themselves in. But they'll be occupied for a while before they threaten my research here.
Research? We thought you wanted to join the crew.
In due time, I will. I'm in the final steps of this experiment, so you'll have to excuse me.
And why would we stay and wait?
Because you'll struggle to find a stronger and more knowledgeable ally than me.
Prove yourself then. We will watch, but for now, I will not grant you the power of my memories.
I won't need them. Now, Ronald, I'll use my dark excision on you. With it, I will attempt to act as a conduit that siphons your soul energy into our effigy here. On your mark.
Mark.
This is your parish song. A valid experiment. A fearsome rite.
You just gutted your assistant and hurt yourself?
Ronald is a resilient specimen. He will recover. As for my own injuries, real knowledge always comes at a cost. Besides, I've got ways of regaining my strength as well. I will make it work. Shush, shush! Miranda, why was this parrot allowed to disrupt the experiment?
Parrot?
Stop pestering me with your excuses. Just see that it does not happen again. Remember, any form of colored poultry is no excuse for dawdling during experiments.
Dawdling?
Now, what did you observe during the procedure?
Eyes. Light.
There was a current then. Excellent. Just as I hypothesized. But for now, I must reclaim some of my energy. You know the drill, Miranda. I will have to drain some of your life forces so that I can continue my studies unperturbed.
Drill.
That is correct. Hold still. This is going to sting. Intent is key.
A morbid way to reclaim one's energy, wasn't it?
I chose this path of undeath exactly for its morbidity. Now, let me take a look at that effigy. Certainly a choice. What was solid before is now brittle. The density of these cursed bones is not high enough, then. Unfortunate, but not unsolvable. We just have to go with the alternative effigy. Miranda, please record these findings.
Oh.
Ah, yes. You're still experiencing strong visions. The effect will persist for a while, but you will recover. Eventually. All right, Marley. I will seek the custodies on this island and transfer myself to your deck.
I'll be waiting.
I knew. I had calculated that. Ah, so you have decided to bless me with your memory powers now.
If you perish now, this would be a waste of time. Besides, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. But I can't foresee you crossing the bridge without being spotted by this commissarius.
Oh, I appreciate the gesture, but I think you'll find me quite capable of dealing with the situation at hand.
Really? 'Cause he's just staring down this bridge without blinking.
Ah, yes. The commissarius is going to see me, but he's not going to enjoy the sight. Agreeable for now.
I see.
The hedron is limiting. Acceptable. Enticing. The power of both worlds.
Once you've decided to lean on my power.
Wow. The mansion is huge. Is it yours?
I have vacated and repurposed this place over the years of my silent exile to suit my experiments.
I'm curious. What experiments? What are you trying to do?
Your uninformed mind might indulge in my theories once I've boarded the Marley.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
I wouldn't want to let the experiment go unfinished just because of false pride. Acceptable?
What is that?
This will come in handy. Enticing. I will take their souls. This will leave a lasting impact. Finally! A valid experiment. Ha! Chaining men to the streams of the below until they falter and die. Such a waste.
Yeah, this custodian's business is rough.
Let's continue pondering the Inquisition's various deficiencies once you step through the gate.
Take this creation of mine. Back to death.
Come to me, apostate. Then we can talk.
Certainly a choice. There is even more concentrated soul energy here than I had calculated.
Attempt to siphon any of it from me, and you will walk the plank.
An interesting proposal. But your reserves are far from the amount my experiment requires.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot about this experiment. I think it's time you fill us in if you want our help.
Have you ever considered what gives the Inquisition their abilities?
Not really, but wouldn't you know the answer to that?
You've cut right to the heart of the issue.
To nobody's surprise, eh?
Excuse me?
It's a joke, because of the sword in my chest.
Good for you. Now, I prefer to concern myself with truths rather than idle jests. Specifically, the truth about the so-called Holy Flame. Where does its power come from? What is its source? Why don't even the most high-ranking of the Inquisition know much about it? Nobody can answer these questions. And I will change that.
And you want us to help you? What do we get in return?
You do it for the honor of serving as research assistants for the most important scientific effort in the history of the timeless shores.
Honor doesn't fill our coffers. You will share everything you learn with us. That's the deal. Take it or leave it.
I had come to understand your role on this vessel to be some sort of jester. But it seems there is some merit to your position. I agree to your terms. I will share what I find, if I can rely on your numbers in my experiment. First, let us visit the Isle of Penance. I seek a tome the Inquisition has kept there.
A tome? Ugh, this is going to be fun, isn't it?
Furred or feathered, I've not studied for decades in order to be subject to the whims of an animal.
Perhaps what Estelle is trying to nudge you towards is the training deck I just prepared for you.
Skeletons will do that.
Agreeable for now.
Set a course, Captain.
The procedure is still going strong, I see. Very good.
This torture chamber is what interests you, apostate?
Ah, but there is so much more than torture at play here. See, this place is where the souls of the perished are separated from the body.
I know. It's a vile practice. I cannot stand it.
You are entitled to your opinion, of course. I prefer to focus on the things this place has achieved.
Were you looking for a specific tome, apostate?
Indeed, one on the topic of soul energy transfers. I very much would like to peruse it before I commence the next steps of my experiment.
All right then. Let me see if I can't find a suitable landing spot for this mission.
It's about time.
About time!
The Isle of Penance. Ah, such fond memories.
Fond memories? This is a soul prison.
Your point being?
If you're planning to use the souls of those trapped here, our arrangement will find an early end.
Ah, the twisted morals of a murdering band of pirates. Delightful. We might just get along. But worry not. I'm just interested in the books today.
This shall not go unanswered.
The court is in session. Let fate be. Justice has been
Let's
granted.
get moving, eh? I like it already.
Swift justice.
You're helping. Heave ho! Well, well.
To each their task, sister.
There's no distance. No second. Let's get you somewhere else.
Erudition trumps all. I knew.
What's in it for me? Now we're getting somewhere.
The White Crow stands ready.
My craft is comprehension. I had calculated that. An interesting decision, Marley.
Never look back.
Intent is key.
Wanders off their ordained path.
I knew this would come. Once more unto the... My verdict is final.
Up.
I paid the price.
What do we have here?
So tired. And yet...
Time is on our side.
Devotion is misguided attention.
Teresa, ready to serve. With kind regards, death
Have
comes
to be done.
meet you. Ah, swift justice. It's done.
Above
I am your executioner.
and below. I will make it work. I foresaw that.
My strength returns.
Maiden's law! You will be shot!
Still breathing. Still sane. Dicho y hecho.
The orb speaks to me once more.
No mercy given. Judgment is at hand. One bolt, one life. My verdict
I
is
will
final.
know.
The
Agreeable
verdict is
for
clear.
now.
I see where this is going.
Opportunity calls. Aye. Glad you have our backs.
My sight reaches far. The future calls.
Well, no.
For desperate times.
Oh?
Let's see what's out there. Let's skip a beat. I'll be there soon. Death's not the end, eh?
Who?
To each what they deserve.
Welcome, Heave-ho! I like these odds. This memory is ours. Consider it done. Blink.
Changing position. Justice
sword
has
is
been
razor
granted.
sharp.
Ah, swift justice. The fire hungers for death.
Excellent.
Comes to Teresa, the better part of me.
At your service. Always move forward.
The flame will be mine. This will
Let's see
come in
what's out
handy.
A blade in the dark. Straight to the point. We're all cutthroats here.
Endless study.
Always move forward. Heavy.
Corruption informs. Certainly a choice.
Let's get you somewhere else. No second thoughts, eh?
The fire hungers for us.
What do we have here?
What?
Unshackled. I'll be there soon. Heavy. I remember this. Let's get you somewhere else.
What?
Heave-ho.
Is that?
Free.
Well now.
Straight to the point. Heavy. And so we try again. Onward. I heave ho. Heavy.
My sight
Always move
reaches
forward.
far. The fire hungers for us. The future calls.
What's in it
Justice
for
has
me?
been granted. Otra ronda.
Let's get you somewhere else. Let's try that again. I like these odds.
I've heard enough of this.
Still breathing. Still sane. My
Let's see
verdict
what's
is
out there.
final.
Hold it right there. Well, well. Straight to the point. I'll take that.
This soul has committed a grievous sin.
Good
May
for
they
another
atone
shot.
in fleshless solitude.
Your help is appreciated. Always move forward.
Teresa, para servirle.
I will make it work. Catatonic grip.
Did you not learn this atrocious procedure when you were part of the Inquisition?
Many years ago I did, but in my absence they must have made some progress in the field. And it is considered good scientific practice to keep up to date with the work of your peers, even if they are unwilling to provide it.
I am your executioner.
Never look back.
There is always more.
Once more onto the breach. A record of
I
the past.
will know.
You're a...
I will hold on to this. I had calculated that. Interesting. This confirms what I've been theorizing.
Wouldn't it have been easier to stay in the Inquisition if you just needed to read their tomes?
Huh. To even consider what I'm planning right now would have made them exile me on the spot. I just took matters into my own hands.
You know, you do sound very ominous sometimes.
Have you ever wanted something so badly that you would sacrifice everything for it, Aethia Manicato? I couldn't care less for how I sound. I just care for my results.
A lonesome course you're charting. But I can respect it. Let's get out of here then.
It will have to be done.
I can help if you let me.
Acceptable. This place
This gives me
started
the
to bore me.
shivers.